What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus Live Duel. On the left side here, we have Darkworld, a very good deck. Coming out, I think this deck is becoming a lot more popular. We see in the current meta, it's a very good tier 1 or rogue, or whatever you guys want to call it, strategy here. And on the right side here, we have another fan favorite, Traptrix, coming back. Two decks that have been played throughout the years. We both saw both formats where they're relevant. Traptrix being relevant in hat format here. And got popular with the new structure deck. Both these decks are actually structure deck decks, and a lot of players have been picking them up, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I also want to give a big shout out to that construct mat. I love that. Here we're going to see, diving into the video. If you like, comment, subscribe, that's kind of the point of the channel here. And you guys want to see these duels. We're going to see the Traptrix player going to start off with a Prod of Prosperity here. Looking through the deck, what do they want to see? They don't know what their opponent is playing here. So banishing 3 cards, and we're going to see a Holotea in Romello, as well as a Imperm being added or being revealed there. We're going to add the Romello and normal summon the Mantis. I see that searching the Arachno-Champa. Crazy card, crazy extender. Also being able to link it to Sarah here, which we're going to see. And then being able to activate the Paralytic Seed. That's crazy. Gives you a free rank 4 here, which is most likely with your Rafflesia. And then you're going to have the Champa to special summon out and then trigger the effects of Sarah to set a trap card. And so taking a second to look here, you definitely just make the Rafflesia, right? In the far zone, putting the field spell onto the field. Sorry about that glare. And then I believe just passing, or no, activating the Arachno-Champa to summon itself out. Activating the Sarah there, it's going to set either a Holotea, a Floodgate, the Time Space, or the we're going for a Floodgate here at cards. Pretty generically good. And do we have any more cards to be able to activate here? And they're going to explain the effects of the monsters on the field. I think that Rafflesia is a crazy card. Explaining what the target, it makes it so your opponent cannot target any other cards on the field with it. And you have 2 of them on the field, everything's just untargetable, and then you have to destroy it by battle first. Nothing else can be attacked as well. So pretty crazy card. And then we're going to be seeing them simply just pass turn there. So we're going to see a danger being started off, with the 6 cards in hand. Rolling the dice here, we hit the Zeraboros, the Blackwing, summon out that Nessie, and then drawing a card. Then we're going to activate the Darkworld Ascensions right off the bat here. It's going to be crazy. We're going to see the Grapha discard as well as the Silva there. Interesting that they are discarding the Silva. Maybe they have 2 Silvas in hand. They're going to see the effects activate there. They're going to be Chainlink 1 Silva, Chainlink 2, or Chainlink 1 Grapha, Chainlink 2 Silva. Targeting the Rafflesia there. And we're going to chain the Rafflesia here to send the Gravedigger Trap Hole. You guys can't see it, unfortunately, on screen. So it should be negating the effect of the Silva there. And then we're going to see the effect of Sarah being activated, setting the Holotea. Because I believe that Grapha is mandatory, unless Silva is mandatory as well, and then the chain links could have been built correctly there. Gonna activate the Grapha effect, or not activate, gonna bounce back the Silva, send back out that Grapha. And then they're gonna activate the effect of Ascension, discarding the Brow to add back, and then Brow effects can activate to draw 1 card. Then activate another Danger. And then we're going to see the Ascension being hit once again. or not once again, but it's going to be put in the graveyard once again. Summoning it back out that Nessie and drawing a card. And then we're going to be able to see a potential Link 2, it looks like they're looking for at. Or maybe we saw them take a glance at the unicorn there. Yeah, the Dark World session is going to be remaining in graveyard, though. We're going to see the Zeraboros activate, bouncing back the Nessie to be able to draw one more, or activate it at least one more time. Nessie's also a crazy card. Then we're going to see the Accession being hit again. And the Nessie being summoned on the field. I was like, why is he not summoning it? And then drawing a card here. Then you're going to activate the Dark World give gates, activate the effect, banishing the brow, and then you're going to be able to we're going to hit it with Ash Blossom instead. And you take a second, he could potentially chain the effect, I believe, of the fusion. Or no? Is it not when a monster effect or spell and trap effect? When your opponent activates a monster effect or a normal spell and trap. Yeah, so you could have negated it with that. Chose not to here. I guess maybe not worth it. But linking off into the Muttcracker, another crazy card. And then we're going to be seeing the effect to send a graveyard, summon back out. And then we're going to be doing the good old Garaffa swap. Or no, he's tribute summoning the Graph. Why would... I don't know. I mean, he is new to the game, so I'm going to give him a little bit of... he's learning the deck still, so we're going to give him a little bit of a freeze up on this. He was able to make the Graph Fusion, and, Danger Dark World is a deck that's complicated to play. And, you're not doing too bad at all here. Mudcracker's crazy card. I want to give a huge shout out to both players here. I appreciate everyone at Locals who let me record them as well as do commentary over this and be in any of the videos. We're going to see the Holote being activated here, and then he's going to be chaining the Grapha effect, and then he's going to be targeting the Sarah, or the Rafflesia, my bad, and then going to pop it. And then he activates the Graph effect, targeting one card in my hand and destroying it, which was the evenly matched, or I guess not destroying it, but sending it to graveyard there. And you're going to see the Sarah's going to be able to summon out the Murmello here, and the Murmello effect is going to pop the gates, and then we're going to see these. Oh yeah, Sarah got destroyed. My bad. Off of the Grapha, we already saw that the Rafflesia was destroyed the last turn. So you have 2 level 4s on the field as well here, which is pretty good. And he was able to get rid of the Sarah there, so we can't trigger it to set another trap card. We do have Floodgate that we just chose not to activate here, which is kind of crazy to me. We're going to see him make a Pudica here. And then we're going to take a, or not Pudica, Pingula. And we're taking a second to explain the Pingula effect. I think the attaching effect is crazy. It's not once per turn. And it just happens. It equips all of them. So be able to make them some big bodies onto the field. And then, it's unaffected by the same type. So if you're playing against like a dragon, and you end up stealing a dragon monster, that is huge. We're going to see the ping effect activate here. We're going to search for a Dionea here. Potentially going to be normal summoning it to add back, or add one summoned back actually. Going to battle phase here and attacking into the Zeraboros. We will be able to potentially make a Zeus here. And it does not gain equip it there. It does not show up by card effect. we're going to see a Zeus being made here. It does only have 2 materials, and we're going to activate the effect. It's going to send the rest of the cards to the graveyard, including the Floodgate Trap Hole. That is going to leave the darkworld player on 1 card plus the top deck there. And then we're going to be seeing the Grapha effect in the graveyard here. And they're going to summon out the... Actually, we're going to Ash that because it makes a player each discard... Oh, we can't Ash that. What am I saying? I was like, what? And then here they have to discard the Silva, and we just choose to discard the Ash Blossom there. Then we're going to normal summon the Dionea, activate the effect here, and then we get to target any of the level 4s that we want in our graveyard there. Looks like we are choosing to summon out the Mantis. Not going to be the greatest option there, but we could wall up, or we could make another XYZ if we needed to. I feel like making a Rafflesia here is probably the best play. Being able to set up that like second Floodgate or whatever you want to, unless we banished it first time around, which is kind of trash. So we're going to be seeing them make the Sarah here with the Dionea, and they will be able to activate the Holotay here to summon back out the Dionea. Dionea effect will be able to set the Floodgate Trap Hole that was sent off of the Zeus here. Actually, going for the Gravedigger's Trap Hole here. Trying to get that doubled burn for that 4K. And that will be able to activate the effect of Sarah to set a Terrifying Trap Hole, which is pretty much the what prevents them being like all activated on summon here. So if your opponent summons a monster with 2,000 or more attack, you can like destroy it anytime you want, or destroy a monster with 2,000 more attack. And if something else, they can banish it if they want to as well. It actually stops Mirror Jade, fun fact. And then, with the 2 level 4s on field, once again, we could also go into another XYZ if we needed to. Going for the Alumeris here. I feel like you just banish this one over the Rafflesia at any time of the day. Double Rafflesia is just crazy. So they're going to draw for turn, which means they only have 1 card left in the hand. They're going to bounce back the Silva to summon back out the second Grapha. And we could just banish one of the Graphas right here if we wanted to. Permanently get rid of it unless they go for another fusion there. We're going to see the effect of the Ascension being activated here. Sending the Silva, and it's going to add it back to hand, and then Silva's going to summon itself out. That Silva's getting a lot of summons. But they will be able to make another fusion, which is pretty huge. But if we can get rid of that fusion, it's also very huge as well. Explaining what the Terrifying Trap Hole is once again. And I have a feeling that we're going to be able to activate the Zeus effect to equip here as well. They have the destroy cards by battle, and just being able to equip off Zeus is crazy. You can equip like a Holotay even from deck, so that you can have another one in graveyard if you need it. I'm just like decks like that, just pretty crazy. We're going to see the Ascension being activated here. And then they're going to be banishing the Grapha and sending the Bigfoot, which is going to summon out the Grapha Overworld. And we're going to be able to think on summon. We're going to chain our Bigfoot effect is going to activate here. We're going to chain the effect of the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. And they don't have a card in hand, so they cannot negate. And here we can activate the Sarah effect to summon out a monster. And if we just pop the I guess we have to pop like both Graphas. We're going to summon out the Dionea here. I feel like you just flip with that Floodgate. And we're going to Terrifying Trap Hole the Fusion Grapha here. And then that will be able to summon back out the I mean, he doesn't have a card to discard, so we can't send back with the other Grapha. That's so crazy. Oh, wow. And then we're going to see the effects being able to activate setting of Sarah, setting another Holiday here for the follow-up. And then we're going to see Dianeta resetting that Gravediggers, I do believe. And then we're going to be seeing Alamaris being able to summon back the wow, that is huge. You know, Alamaris being able to summon back out their 32 attack board is pretty massive here. The best monster. Now we have to get rid of a Grapha and the Silva, and they're on 0 cards. And as well as one of the Graphas being banished already. If we can end up banishing the second one, and they're just going to scoop it up there, they do not have enough. And they looked at the top deck there, and it was not going to be enough. We had Holitea. We had, if they go in battle phase and they attack at anything, they can't kill Zeus. So we get the Zeus equip, and that would give us, like, we have 3k on board. We have 2 3k bodies on board. The Alamaris, and then if I assume they would destroy the Sarah there. Then we have a Holitea. They're already down to 4,000 life points as well, so it's definitely super easy to kill with that. But we're going on to game 2 here. We're going to see that Darkworld's probably going to choose to go first. And that deck is pretty crazy. Like, gotta say, if they hand loop you, there's not much you can do. You know, you can pray that you open evenly, but like even if they hand loop you for 2 cards, what are you going to do? Like, Traptrix really needs, I don't want to say every card in their hand, but as like most decks, you're not really doing a 1 to 2 card combo. Like, yes, you are doing 1 to 2 card combo, but your deck gets better when you have other cards. Like, especially for Traptrix, being able to set other cards is like really huge. You know, it is like a little bit of a combo deck now, combo control style, very very mid range, but it is a back row deck, right? You want to be able to set your holes into your field. If you don't have any trap cards, then you can't really do very much. We are going to be seeing here that the Darkworld player is going to choose to go first. And before we dive into game 2 here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. We are on that road to 2K. If we haven't already hit it, you know, I'm recording this the day before the regionals, so we might have hit that before then. Yeah, this is good. This is posted like a week later. Have you guys already seen the regionals? I think that Josh is gonna win it. They'll shout out to Josh for this, I guess. Then we're gonna activate. He's gonna see the Salamander activate here, discarding the Brow, summoning itself out, and then they're gonna get the draw one. They're gonna play the Gates of the Darkworld here. They're gonna activate a Danger, or actually gonna activate the Gates here, and then we're gonna be banishing for cost. We chain the Ash Blossom there. You definitely don't want to Ash a Danger. Let's see an Danger for 3 here. They're going to activate. It's going to hit the Grapha, summon out the Chupacabra. Then the Grapha Mandatory effect is going to activate here, and they do it the Chupacabra draw as well. Here we're going to be seeing most likely them go for a Dugaris, activate the effect there, and it's going to get hit with an Imperm. That is so rough. So, you know, they are on 2 cards. The Salamander could add itself back to hand, you know, during next turn. And then he asked me, do I still have a draw phase next turn? And so I'm going to pick up the card to read it. And he does, in fact, have a draw phase because the effect was negated and it's not a condition or part of the cost. It's a also. So you have to do A for B. And then here we're going to activate the effect of the Bigfoot, and it's going to hit the Bigfoot there. Kind of unfortunate. The only time you really don't want to snipe, but it was a 50% chance, so very understandable there. And then at the pass turn on that, we did use 2 cards, so you know, I guess we could kind of got hand looped, not really, because we did, you know, stop their combo. We're gonna Noticeable in a Mantis, and that is huge. Gonna activate the effect, searching for the Arachno Champa here. They're going to overlay into a Sarah. Activate the Champa effect to summon herself out. Then Sarah effect is going to activate here. And that's going to be able to set the Holitea, which means we probably have another card to discard. We are locked into plants and insects, though. And here we're going to be seeing Sarah going to summon out, and it looks like they're going to try summoning out the Pudica or Dianea. Summoning out the Dianea there because we do not control a monster with the same name. And then Dianea effect will not be able to activate because we do not have any trap cards in the deck, or in the graveyard there to reset. Holte is on our field. We definitely cannot OTK through this. That's how much I know. There's no way you can OTK with Sarah and these three. We're gonna see a Link 3 going for the Atrax, I believe. That's not Atrax. That's the Link 3, and its name is Adipus. Gonna enter battle phase here and attack. It does have 28, and the Sarah has 18. So I'm taking some hefty damage there. Being able to set 1 and passing on that is pretty huge. I guess you want to go for these bigger boards. They also did not activate the effect of the Salamander because a Fiend did battle. They could have added it back to hand, but like most people, it's forgotten. I completely forgot about the effect as well until he picked up the graveyard there. And he just reveals the Rainbow and the Twin Twisters and just scoops it up. And we had the Floodgate as well. Kind of unfortunate there for the Darkworld player, you know. They did unfortunately not see great, and they did get hit by 2 hand traps, which is like kind of kills a deck, especially without the dangers. But we could have saw there, instead of the danger Bigfoot being activated, we could have hit that Rainbow, and that would have searched as well as drawn a card and get another body on the field, which would have been huge there. We would have seen the snow being, I guess we would have seen that the Twin Twister would have been added off of the Bigfoot, and then they would have been able to search. But yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.